you're gonna be looking at
Hamana,
like,
hamana, 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 hamana.
Hey, zing bada. Oh, I gotta mute the other.
We should social media this this stuff.
Yes.
I'll be back in a second with better sound.
Okay, sounds great.
Oh, my mom. Shut up. Oh, wait. No offense, Mom.
It's time.
Hello and welcome. Whiskey Flipper. Nice. I wonder how many people have like notifications turned on versus like an alarm or something.
I don't know.
Let's see, which Twitter am I logged into? Damn it, none of the ones that I...
Netropolis.
Greetings.
Greetings from the Arcadosphere. We lost Bryan. The show is just going to be like the old days, Mark. You and me, and that's it.
Yes, remember that? We did at least 5 or 10 shows that way. I think they were okay.
Like my new shirt?
Tapper, nice. Do you like my new shirt?
Nice. Did you make yours? I made mine.
I made my wife buy it. So, sort of. She's like, you like it? I'm like, yeah, buy it. And that was basically the making.
So in news today, Neil Young...
Yeah, what did he do? I saw it. Are we canceling Neil Young now?
No, not at all. I mean, he just got tired of Joe Rogan, apparently. He said, it's me or him.
And what they say?
They said they're taking Neil Young's stuff off the air.
Oh my God! Screw you, Spotify! Can't we all get along?
Spotify has like the Joe Rogan podcast has like 11 million followers. It's close to the number that we have. Actually.
Yeah, it's also close to the number of really dumb people too. So hey, but wait, did you just align it to our show? I don't really.
Well, I mean, like 11 million. The average viewer on Spotify podcasts is 24 years old.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
30... Oh no, I was reacting because Netropolis just said his wife broke both her elbows last night while ice skating.
That's terrible.
Horrible.
I don't think you're coming through your mic.
Hear me? Ah, shit, you're probably right. Hold on down there.
We have a whole. This is like a season 3 episode. Technical difficulties all around the board.
Noise cancellation? I didn't even know I had that as an option.
Hey, Grinwing. Hey, by the way, everybody, tell me the sound has been better the last few weeks because I just want to know.
He just likes that.
I mean, I listened to a few episodes at the end of the year, and I am a loud mofo. So
how do you change that?
That is much better. I can hear you so much better, Mark.
Oh, did it switch?
Oh yeah, for sure. Faux show, mofo.
Oh, it says Blue Snowball now. That's nice. All right. Hello, my gravy smooth. Is that a thing? Gravy smooth?
you gravy smooth.
I don't know.
You're as smooth as a baby's bottom.
What do they call a shaved scrotum? I forget.
Thanks, D. Jones.
It's called a Belgian dip.
D. Jones, 26 sci-fi. I don't know. I'm making up stuff now.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the BS part of the show for these.
Hello.
Everybody joining us. Brian's taking a little bathroom break at the truck stop.
He's going potty. Is he on his way to Chicago? Is that what I understand?
Yeah, that yes, he is for a show. Beat 'em up, pow pow, fighting game show.
Will anybody from Mortal Kombat be there?
I imagine because a couple of them live in Chicago.
Yeah, I think they just got local talent for some of that.
Yeah, they did. I think back in the day. I think you're right.
Live. Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Not here. But funny. Okay.
Did you just say butt funny?
But funny. Oh, wait, butt funny. Butt funny? I was watching Peacemaker a little while ago because I tried to catch a few minutes before this, and Are you watching Peacemaker? Do you like it?
I don't even know what that is. But I see, Mark, you've been watching some shows I don't watch. I didn't watch the Squid Game either.
Oh yeah, you didn't watch Squid Game. Are you still logged in to my HBO account downstairs? Oh wait, you are downstairs.
Yes. Point of fact, I have not logged out. But also, point of fact, I have not, since you've been here, watched any HBO.
No way.
Yeah.
Adam showed me his crib last time I was there. I guess Thanksgiving? Is that around?
Yeah, around then.
Man, this is nice.
It's fun. It was good to see you, man.
It reminded me of my office, except for that it was in all of the rooms. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Upstairs isn't too bad, but down here is kind of a wreck. Well, and you can see behind me, I'm perpetually like working on these games. I'm kind of excited to talk about what I've been working on, but I want to wait because we're gonna do some fun stuff tonight.
Exactly, fun stuff.
My chat's not updated. I'm not seeing everybody.
I see D Jones and.
Oh, there we go. Now I see everybody.
Hello, Grinwing.
Sony PlayStations. That's pretty awesome. Whoever that is.
I don't know.
I like that name. And I'm waiting for our Fine Young Cannibals friend to join us. Because he's the one that does the after party. Did you do that last time?
I did. Wait, the last time? How many times have we done an after party?
2 times.
Oh, did I miss the after party last time? I feel like I did it once.
Well, last time was after Scott Sava.
Right.
And I wasn't present. I had to do other things.
I don't think I did it in that one. I must have done it in the other one.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel bad. Hey, what other? Oh, let's go into K-Love.
Oh, we also got some Demlurge, DeJones, Green Wing, Ice Cold Joe. Thanks for listening, buddy. Mike Page, always a pleasure. Mr. Peabody.
Greetings, everybody. We have a fun What's in the Juke schedule.
Oh yeah, I think.
Did you see? Did you take a peek? One. Did you look in there?
I did. There's some good. We're going to do songs today.
Again, finally.
Yes, it'll be fun. If only the Kelsey were here.
Yes. What does he do these days? I don't know.
Hey, I talked to Walter today.
Walter Day?
Walter Day.
Walter Day today?
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
Is there a way to fit a third day in there?
I intimated that we'd like to have him back on the show because it's been fun.
I got it. We can tell him we're going to have Walter Day, where we celebrate him for the whole day.
I think that's a great idea.
Walter Day.
We should all get Walter Day sweatpants.
Yeah. Wait. What?
I'm a little worried about Bryan in this truck stop.
I mean, I saw some weird hugging. I'm not sure. I mean, oh wait. How is there just a still photo? Is that the last thing we saw?
That's the last thing we saw is him like being drug out of his truck and killed.
Oh, I see. I paused my Twitch stream.
All right. So, we could do this show without him.
I mean, he's
looks
going
like
to be driving the whole show.
We've got some news articles,
Yeah, we have stuff. We have a full show.
Yeah.
This is not something that, except for there's one segment I need to write like during the show when you're not looking. But whatever.
I love it. Well, we can. I was thinking we'd do like what we're working on last today.
Okay.
Because that's really all we want to really talk about. Plus, there's some really cool shit that's been going on. I
agree.
I have not obtained anything new except for the Yeah, I'm not talking. This is for later in the show.
Okay, yeah, stop it.
Yeah, sorry.
Stop it.
It's a tease. Just Chris, FYC, and Grinwing were in the after party last time. So we'll have to spin up the after party. I heard FYC got a case of COVID, and so he was down and out for a while.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that the strains are getting a little weaker, but it still kind of blows that you get to be uncomfortable and potentially have bad things happen again. But
yeah, it's terrible. My really good friend, just his whole family got it.
Ugh.
The kids brought it home.
Oh,
Thanks,
man.
rotten little kids. and they're good friends of mine.
Right.
I hear some rumblings.
Yes,
in
I
the
think
background.
Bryan there's rustling.
Rustling,
Did
and
you get some
we
Funyuns?
see the looks like we see the roof of the cab of his car.
I think I see his microphone up there.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Now all you got to do is get that Bluetooth headset hooked up to your phone, and you'll be good to go.
I got it, man. Oh my gosh, the guy in there was like taking care of everybody else in the world, and I'm just going, okay, like I'm ready. So, all right.
Are you talking about, were you in the bathroom when that happened, or what was the...
It's like...
I mean, you are at a truck stop, so...
He's telling the guy, like, oh, we ran out of regular coffee filters, so now we need to use 3 of the other ones. I'm like, I don't... Dude!
Yeah, stop sharing.
Come on. Nobody cares.
That's funny.
So
our in the field reporter, Bryan Armitage, is on the road, on the way to Chicago for a tournament, fighting game tournament. And Mark's got a nice glass of wine.
No, this
I can use a glass of wine.
This is a dark beer. I may have had so much of it I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, it's delicious. It's these. It's like an Oktoberfest beer I make once a year. I have like 40 of them. I made a big mistake.
All right. Well, Bryan gets his new toy going.
Okay.
We're going to start the show, and then we'll
let her rip.
And I think then we'll just jump right into the news. What do you think about that?
I'm not gonna fight you.
Don't fight me.
Don't fight me.
I've got cues for that.
Oh, I've got peas for that.
Live from KOYR Studios in Minneapolis, Minnesota, this is Arcade Radio.
Oh, well, welcome to season 6, episode 6, the Arcade Radio podcast, and thanks for listening in from the Arcadosphere. Today is Thursday, January 27th, 2022, and the time is now approximately 7:28 p.m. Central. I am your host, Adam Scorsese. I'm joined by my co-host, Mark. You took a bite, and then you dipped again. Shields, and last and least, Paradise Arcade Shop proprietor and new owner of Gilligan's Island. It's Bryan Thurston Howell the third.
It's really you were going way up there.
I was gonna do it.
Yes.
So tonight the guest is one another. We will be your guest, and you could be our guest.
Yeah, a perpetual group hug of
talking.
talking.
This is so good. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
So
welcome us. All right.
Welcome us. And with that, we're just going to jump right into the first segment, which, we like to call this the Arcade News.
The Arcade News, arcades, pinball, industry alumni, arcade openings, selecting celebrities, world record holders, operators, coin-out, conventions. The Arcade News.
We interrupt the ventilated
And now, the Arcade News with
Oh, yeah. That's what we like to talk about. That's me. I'm your host of the Arcade News, and our first article comes from youdiscovermusic.com. Stern releases details of a new Rush-inspired pinball machine. Well, wait a minute. We've heard about this for a while, right? Anyway.
Well, we didn't do any news last episode, so that was sort of a...
Anyway,
hopped right over this.
The iconic Canadian progressive rock band Rush has a new pinball machine. They'll be available in the standard Pro, Premium, and LE models, immersed in exclusive Rush concert footage and guided by custom speech from Alex Lifeson, Geddy Lee, and fellow Canadian Rock Hall of Famer Ed Robertson of the Bare Naked Ladies. I don't know why that doesn't make any sense. So this Rush pinball concert under a glass features 16 iconic songs, including Headlong Fight, Far Cry, One Little Victory, Working Man, 2112, Tom Sawyer, my personal favorite, and The Spirit of Radio, Free Will, Cygnus X1, The Big Money, Subdivisions, Limelight, my second favorite, Fly By Night, and La Villa Strangiato, Bastille Day, and Red Barchetta. Boy, you have to be a Rush fan to really want this. I want to say something really sad here. Really good friend of mine, the biggest Rush fan in the world, as they are, passed away this year. Actually 2021, in the fall. So, but he just loved Rush, and this is one thing I could never see eye to eye with him on. But he would have loved this pinball. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know what else? When you go to a Rush concert, that I notice that there's no women there at all. It's basically just penises everywhere.
It's one big sausage party.
There's one girl that got tricked into it.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Air Supply. Trick! It's Rush.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, boy.
It's the same guys that saw at the Rush concert. What? No.
That's the last date they went on. From Gizmodo.com, Arcade's1Up Mini Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet includes online multiplayer for free. Get your ass kicked by someone anywhere in the world. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Anywhere? That sounds awesome.
Many gamers experience the blood and gore of Mortal Kombat on an arcade machine long before the infamous title was ported to home consoles. But Arcade1Up is bringing the best of both worlds to an updated version of its miniature Mortal Kombat cabinet. The new machine is introducing online multiplayers so players can compete completely with anyone around the world. So officially known as the Arcade1Up Midway Legacy Arcade Game Mortal Kombat 30th Anniversary Edition, which is a mouthful.
Yeah.
And Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. And each version gives player 3 ways to complete against a computer, side by side with a friend, or, someone completely around the globe. So, unlike modern consoles that change for online multiplayer capabilities, the service is rolled into the machine's price tag, so you don't have to pay additional monthly fees to hop online and get your butt kicked.
Nice.
What? So, this isn't the first time.
Person on the other side.
Oh, I was gonna say. What did you say, Mark?
I was like,
I was gonna say. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
I was gonna say the online competition has been pretty standard with a lot of the fighting game guys for a while, and that's how a lot of them have been competing all through COVID on the PS4. That's
nice.
What's been happening a lot, just not common on arcade cabinets, obviously.
Just FYI, you are still talking through your phone. You need to.
I know. I'm working.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Well, and all we see is a big S now, so you're like Superman. Just so you know. Skype's getting a major ad right now on our podcast.
Everybody, try Skype and don't log into Zoom thinking that you've logged into Skype like I did.
Because you'll be very confused.
Before the show started, I was in Zoom and I didn't know I'd started Zoom, and I thought Skype changed everything, and I couldn't find RcadeRadio. I was flipping out.
You're like, what the hell's going on here? Plus, I started the call very late today.
Yes, so that helped me. I noticed a different icon was blinking. Yes.
So anyway,
podcast problems.
The 3/4 scale cabinet, Mortal Kombat,
yes,
features the same art and decor that the Midway cabinet had in the 90s, just scaled down to be more house friendly, which is
Yeah. So
I don't really like those cabinets. The cabinets are dumb.
What did they do?
Are
remove
dumb.
the erect penis? What did they do exactly?
So here's what I think would be cool. take the guts of this thing and put it into a full-size Mortal Kombat so you can play against people across the world on a real...
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
What a hell of a project.
Yeah. I mean, because, like, I'm sure you can output that signal to a bigger monitor. Although I imagine there's going to be some lag. I don't know anything about it, but actually, like, having a real full-size MK cabinet or MK2 cabinet or MK3 cabinet would be so much better than those stupid little dinky cabinets they sell.
Oh my God, that is a great project idea. I think you've just written 50 TikToks for me. I have a real, like, Mortal Kombat.
Well, even if you did it in a Dynamo cabinet, right? Because
right.
Those were a common fighting cabinet. So you could create a Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet from a Dynamo cabinet, and it would be way better, more fun than sitting, like, basically with your arms joined for Kumbaya to play some Mortal Kombat.
Kumbaya, my lord. It's a Beatles song.
So that's the news.
All right.
Let's move on to the next segment.
Back in '82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin quarter mile.
Back to the Cade with
Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Back to the Cade.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome. Yes. So, again, I was mentioning earlier that I needed to write one segment of the show, and this is it. So while Adam was reading the news from 2 weeks ago that we skipped completely over, I found an even better article than both the ones he read, but now I get to read it. Now, it is sort of a follow-up from a couple episodes ago. Remember we talked about an arcade that had an axe-wielding man attacking it? Like two separate incidents?
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
A stolen SUV crashed into the front of the Sea Cave Arcade, reportedly sending one person to the hospital.
Wait a minute.
Not even the same guy.
And it's the same arcade.
It is. Like, what about it?
That is messed up.
So, on the night of January 12th, an SUV crashed into the Sea Cave Arcade in New Orleans.
Oh, my God.
The vehicle damaged the front of the building, crashing through a wall and allegedly smashing into two people who were inside near the front of the arcade at the time. One person was hospitalized as a result of the crash, and it does follow that different but also terrible act of destruction that took place just last month in December.
We have a request for the link in the chat for that if you want to paste it.
Sure. Which chat do I post? Oh, I have to put it in the RcadeRadio. Okay.
Yeah,
So there's a little bit of a juggling here going on.
That is pretty sad.
Yeah, but I mean, like, also free advertising. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
God. Okay, I almost got it, guys. Here we go. I guess I should have read it out loud. From Kotaku. Right, I'll finish the story here.
All right.
So, unfortunately, the car crashed through the front wall. Two people, Judah Lee, the co-owner. This is the best part. And a new employee who, for privacy reasons, is only going to be referred to as GOAT. This is a real article. According to Lee, GOAT was sent to the local hospital where he currently is recovering from his injuries. Kotaku has contacted the Sea Cave about injured employee and any updates on the suspects and police investigation. The Sea Cave owner actually clarified in the Facebook post that the crash is completely unrelated, so it's totally safe as far as that multiple violent attacks from the arcade suffered
only
last
the
month.
second incident we've had.
Yes. Yeah. They've just basically been pre-disastered. So
that's funny.
You know, you feel safe to go there right now and, you know, jump on some games because the one time that a SUV is going to crash into the building has already happened. You're good. Nice. Is that the Atari 2600 version of... Oh my goodness. Oh. Well. Callers, I'm going to have to ask Adam that question I ask once a week, or actually once every 2 weeks now.
Okay.
What's in the juke?
Hey everybody, welcome to What's in the Juke. Hello, welcome to What's in the Juke. It's the game within a podcast. Today we feature lyrics from 1982 hit songs as recited by frequent caller Bob Zarzak. If you can guess the title of the song, you will receive
half point.
Yes. If you can guess the name of the group for that song, you will also receive
Half point.
If you can guess both,
Full point.
full point. Correct. If you don't know either, please find it out amongst yourselves.
Chicken, fight like a robot.
Ooh, I've been waiting for that. I like it. Now that the fighting is over, let us.
Good.
Oh, there you go. Okay, good.
All right, here comes your first track.
Now, I've got him on the run, and I'm looking for the high score. So it's once around the block, and I slide back out that side door.
Nice. I did not receive my Cubert yet. Pac-Man Fever, Mike Page. Amazing.
Nice. Good job. That's a full point?
Full point.
Nope, not yet.
Oh, because he only
half
got
point.
the name.
Grinwing thought it was REO Speedwagon. That is incorrect.
Now,
Mike Page.
I've got him on the run, and I'm looking for the high score. So it's once around the block, and I slide back out that side door.
Because I got something on the run, baby. That's why he got the REO Speedwagon. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Can we get Mike Page? Why not?
All right.
Full point.
Here comes your next track.
Easy, ready, well in overtime. Where does it stop, and where do you dare to draw me to draw the line? Does this make sense? Yeah, I think it does. You got the body, now you want my soul. Don't even think about it. Say no go.
Good.
All right.
No go?
Say no.
You know
go.
what? The way that song is sung, it's very like, kind of you're being hypnotized.
Oh, it's such a good song. It's one of my favorite bands ever.
I saw them in concert. So good, dude.
Me too. Tears for Fears opened.
Let's always go there. Oh, yeah. There's another Tears for... Oh, I got to see that, too.
And they have a new album out in February.
out.
February 22nd or something like that. Tears for Fears' new album. It's called The Tipping Point. It's going to be awesome.
Wait, the album's out? Is it any good? Did you like it?
There's 3 tracks out. I love it. It's not out. It'll be out in February. So
It was not Prince or Rush.
no.
Easy, ready, well in overtime. Where does it stop, and where do you dare to draw me to draw the line? Does this make sense? Yeah, I think it does. You got the body, now you want my soul. Don't even think about it. Say no go.
I swear, I'm like, what the hell? Is that actually in the song?
It is in the song.
It
It's
is.
good. Yeah.
I think we're going to have to let this one go.
Okay, that is Hall & Oates. I can't go for that. All right, here comes your next track.
Hey, you play with words. You play with love. You can twist it around, baby. That ain't enough. 'Cause, girl, I'm going to know if you're letting me in or letting me go. Pretty sure.
That's tough. His talk singing is not great. Let's
It's
try
not
that.
great.
We'll do one more time.
Hey, you play with words. You play with love. You can twist it around, baby. That ain't enough. 'Cause, girl, I'm going to know if you're letting me in or letting me go. Pretty sure.
Oh, look. Whiskey Flipper, a.k.a. Metropolis,
Half point.
got a full point.
Full point.
He got Daryl Hall and John Oates and Private Eyes.
I Can't Go For That was the last song. Did he get Private Eyes too?
No, that was Private Eye. Oh, we just gave away what this one was. That was Private Eyes. We were just on. Nobody gets that. Take away a half point.
Darn.
Half point.
Yeah.
Negative.
All right. Let's give everybody a negative half point.
Okay, no more Daryl Hall and John Oates. So everything should be easy. Find it out.
Robot.
All right, here you go. Your next track. Track number 4.
Hey, you see those kids just getting out of school? They can't wait to hang out. Be cool. Hang around till 12:15. Woo, that's late. That's when they fall in line.
These are merciless because there's no chorus.
There's no chorus. Yeah. And it's like not the first set of lyrics. It's like the third verse or something.
Right.
Yes, we may have to rethink this with Bob.
Bob.
You may actually have to sing.
Let me give you a hint. The chorus goes, "We got the beat."
Oh, that's also the title. So
Oh yeah, sorry.
Feel free.
Sorry about that.
Like maybe that helps.
Boy, this is a sad show.
That was not the Bengals. Man.
Okay. It is the Go-Go's. We got the beat. Okay, here comes another. This one they might get. We'll see.
She was pure like snowflakes. No one could ever stain. The memory of my angel could never cause me pain. She was pure like snowflakes. No one could ever stain. The memory of my angel could never cause me pain.
It's like he's at a when they go to recite poems.
Yeah, he's like at a beatnik.
A beatnik thing, right?
Bar is like.
Oh, look at that Gridwing.
Oh,
Jay Giles band centerfold, nice.
Full point.
Nice. All right. Okay, here comes your 6th track.
Hey, when I was a young boy, it said, put away those young boy ways. Now that I'm getting older, so much older, I love all those young boy days.
Okay, when he does it, it sounds gross.
What about young boys again? What's
Hey,
happening?
when I was a young boy, it said, put away those young boy ways. Now that I'm getting older, so much older, I love all those young boy days.
It is not Bryan Adams, nor Summer of '69. I don't think so.
No, it is John
No,
Cougar.
yeah, it's definitely that. You're gonna say it.
Mellencamp. Hurts
John
so
Mellencamp.
good.
It does hurt so good.
All right, here comes your next track. I mean, you have to be a lyric guy to get these, right?
Right.
All right, here we go.
Hey, I've done no harm, and I keep to myself. There's nothing wrong with my state of mental health. I like it here with my childhood friend. Here they come, those feelings loose again.
I just heard this today. I love this song.
Hey, I've done no harm, and I keep to myself. There's nothing wrong with my state of mental health. I like it here with my childhood friend. Here they come, those feelings loose again.
I think, have you noticed all of these at the end? He asks it like a question, like he asks it like a question.
Yeah. Any takers in the chat? I don't.
Somebody knows it, but he doesn't. Oh, Grinwing says, "I know it. This one, but I do not know the singer or title." I know, right?
This is the saddest What's in the Juke ever.
Oh man. Well, hey, they're not all winners, okay? Come on.
Man, this one was called Men at Work. Who can it be now?
Oh, I see.
Yes. No. Okay. Here comes another a hint. Or no, this is a new track. I'll give you a hint in a second. Okay, here we go.
Hey, when you were just a young girl and still in school, how come you never learned the golden rule? Don't talk to strange men. Don't be a fool. I'm hearing stories and I don't think it's cool.
He says it so badly.
It's the.
I mean, he kind of says parts of the title in there. Don't Talk to Strangers by Joe Drosen.
Half point.
Oh, good job. Did he get the artist?
The show did not completely sink.
Full point.
Somebody thought it was Daryl Hall again.
Okay, here comes your next track. There's only 2 left, ladies and gents.
Thank God.
Hey, I feel the magic in your caress. I feel magic when I touch your dress. Silk and satin, leather and lace, black panties with an angel's face. What?
Okay, I just want to try something here. We have...
Hey, I've done no harm. Hey, when you... Hey.
Do you notice all of them
There's a lot
start
of
with...
haze at the beginning.
She was pure. Hey, when I was a young boy.
Yeah, I think he starts hey at everything.
Hey.
Hey, Steve Miller Band,
Hey.
Abracadabra.
Hey, when hey.
Good job, Voices FYC 2021.
Half point. Full
Oh, we
point.
got a full point.
Nice.
Chicken fight like a robot.
Okay, here comes your last track.
Face to face out in the heat, hanging tough, staying hungry. They stack the odds till we take to the street for the kill with the skill to survive.
This one is doable.
Yes. Oh, Pitfall Harry, I think, turned 40 the other day. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, that's cool.
Whiskey Flipper. Oh, no, Grinwing actually got it according to my screen. Survivor.
Nice.
Half point.
And the song is...
Eye of the Tiger.
Full
Whiskey
point.
Flipper.
Oh, nice.
Nicely done.
All right.
Hey, everybody. You just won nothing. Enjoy.
I learned it by watching you.
Oh, damn it. That's a keeper. We got to dig those back out.
Shall we play a game?
Oh, that was a fun one. Is Bryan back with us?
What's that? Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah. I
gonna
can't
say-
hear him because he's got to select the mic on his phone on
His
Skype.
mic. Wait. Is that why we've been just looking at him? And
Yeah,
haven't
we
heard
can
this
see
whole
him now, but we can't hear him. He's got to select the actual audio source. Plus, who knows if that thing's even charged. So
That's good. I'd like to see him, though.
yeah, I mean, that's better. I mean, he could just turn on his phone audio at this point. Would be good.
Right. For sure. So let me give you the results real quick. Grinwing came in first place. Last second, he got a half point in, so he came in with 2 points.
Very
Mike
nice.
Page and Whiskey Flipper with an honorable second place. Voice FYC 2021 with an honorable third place. And pulling up the rear, Joe Drosen with a half point.
Nice.
That's okay. Everybody else had 0 points, Joe, so you rock. You rock. You rock.
There's a lot of laughing on this show.
Yeah, I farted. Yeah.
Well, we still don't have any audio from Bryan, but you could just look at his pretty face.
Yeah, he looks good with it.
Let's see if we can blow him up so people can, watch him.
Have him fill up the screen.
Yeah.
Didn't I have my camera in portrait mode when I was? What is happening? Oh, that's you doing it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, I can hear
Hey.
you. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
I don't know what happened. I tried to connect the headset and it's like a losing battle. And then it wouldn't, like, I'm sitting here talking and obviously the car wasn't picking it up at all. So I've been sitting here like futzing with the Bluetooth nonstop.
Oh well.
Ah, you're good.
I figured you guys were just ignoring me.
You sound good now. This is fine.
Yeah, and we blew you up, so you're actually visible now.
Yeah, we focused on your eyeglasses mostly, but
Yeah. I wonder what happens when I do this. Oh, that's not too bad actually.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, and
That's
there's
nice.
Mark. There's Mark. He looks good. You look great.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Brian
check that
McLeod,
out.
Gadget Man.
Yeah. And there's me.
Time Runner.
Hey, you know what?
I have gadgets right behind me.
What?
Are
Is
they?
it your...
Are they? Is there a call tonight? I don't.
There is a call, yes.
Oh. Yeah, we should probably pull that up then.
It's super dark back there, Brian. We cannot even see the body, so.
That was funny because I went to go look for this call earlier, And I was like, oh boy. It was last week's call.
Oh no, don't get that one.
No, it'd be bad.
The new one's there though, right? I think.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
We we do this thing on the show. Everybody's familiar. We do a voicemail, right?
Right. If you call 612-548-GAME.
Yeah.
Feel free to call right now.
That's right.
Thank you for calling 612-548-GAME. This is RcadeRadio. Please leave your message after the tone.
Thank you for holding. As much as we would like to connect every call immediately, it isn't always possible. Please hold and your call will be taken shortly.
Thank you for your call and your business. Assistance is just a moment away.
Are those two people talking to each other? Because I didn't call. This is a call that they called me. And now they're playing this really bad entertainer music. I think this is some kind of torture. What did I do wrong? I pay my bill. I have automated payments. I know what I'm doing. Oh, I thought it was going to be done. You know what? There's no next song to this. This is the worst hold music ever, probably. How can anybody know that? I'll tell you right now. I know it. It's true.
Yes, hello. This is Jason with AT&T. How you doing this afternoon?
Hey, what's up?
Doing all right, sir. The reason for this call is in regards to your account.
My AT&T account?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're showing some activity, sir, that we do find unusual, and we wanted to verify them with you.
Okay, let's verify.
We're showing 2 orders being placed for 2 iPhones 11 of 256 gigabytes on your account, sir. And we wanted to confirm with you if those orders were legitimate or not.
Yeah, that's me. I ordered those. Hello? Don't cancel my order. I'm waiting for those phones.
I didn't.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just.
Oh my God. That was great. I wish that would happen every episode.
I don't know. He might get a lot of calls like that on a frequent basis. And is that, though, how you don't make the call keep going? Like you tell them, oh, yeah, I did order that. That's me, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, what's the script doesn't have like that little side step.
He's like, wait a minute. It got me already. Oh, that is classic.
Nice.
Well, that's it for the call. Plus, we normally have an interview around this time.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is all I can see is Adam's left arm.
Oh, that's cool.
What's my phone. Yeah, it's kind of amusing. Like I'm looking at his left arm and a trackball. Yeah, I was kind of expecting you to have like the little Jennifer Lopez face, like from South Park, on there or something.
Okay. Oh, maybe you can see. Can you see this? Oh. It's American Sign Language, I think. No, I don't.
I'm number 1.
Whoop, whoop.
I just want to say thank you to all the chatters that are here tonight. Big Bad Brad 69, Command Root. We got Detox.
Jabarugi says, I tell them I ordered an iPhone because I keep dropping them in the toilet when I take my dick pics.
Oh, God. D. Jones, Grinwing, Ice Cold
it.
Joe, Jibberuga, Joe Drosen, Mike Page, Sony PlayStations, Ryan S1500, Time Runner. Wait, that's you. Voices, FYC, Fine Young Cannibals, as I like to call them. And Whiskey Flip.
My favorite thing with all those guys to do is they'll come on and say, this is on a recorded line. And this is like legitimate ones too. But I don't feel like talking to them. I go, I do not give you permission. And that's just, they do not know what to say. They're like, well, I can't turn it off. I'm like, okay, but I don't give you permission. And then it's like, it shuts them down. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. I'm like, okay, so anything else? I got to go. Well, we need to talk to you. Not my problem.
Nice. So what I do is they go, this conversation may be recorded. And then I go, okay, I hit the record button. So it is being recorded.
Now being recorded.
Sounds like you just gave me permission. And they're like,
do they don't give you permission. They get upset when you do that.
Yeah. They're like, you can't record us. And I'm like, why not? You're recording me. It seems fair, right? Jerks.
All right,
You just
so
said this conversation can be recorded.
Voices FYC 2021. Put a link into the chat for the after party, and if you would, and everybody else, we're about to do the part of the show that you've been dying to hear. Today. It's the what you've been working on part of the segment.
All right. What you been working on?
What you been working on?
We don't have a bumper for this.
No, we don't. .com.
Whoop whoop.
How was that? I think that was pretty good.
I guess we could make it like we did at the beginning. We go, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. And such and so forth and carry on and sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make you sweat.
Oh, what?
Ha! All right. Well, we're tonight for what you've been working on. We're gonna kick it off with Mark.
Yes.
Mark.
What?
Yeah.
And what about distribution?
Well, they actually did wait, into the back of Mr.
So
Fusion.
we were muted.
What?
Yeah, we were muted. Somebody sat on the board. That hasn't happened in a couple of weeks.
Oh man! So can they hear us again?
They can hear us now. So I just said I put a picture of Mark in the DeLorean up.
Man, we had some good stuff that we were talking about.
I know. You just keep going.
Man, they were like, "What happened?" Well,
Yeah,
I can't wait to watch the replay. That'll be fun.
It was funny because there's like this 30-second gap where we're like, wait, did they put us on hold?
I close all the naked
I'll tell you
girls
what.
tabs.
If I ever
Bad
get this
kung
one
fu movie.
moved over to a podcast, I'll put hold music in that gap.
Oh, that'll be good.
That'll be funny. Because I'm funny.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not the best, producer in the world, but I'm funny.
I mean, you do have 6 years experience now. So,
yeah, I'm putting on my resume.
Okay, so are we? Hold on, let me make sure we can just.
Wait a minute.
I heard you. So yes,
they're
good.
saying there's no video.
I see the video. It's just a picture of me in a costume. Oh yeah. So I guess the picture of me in the costume is what's up right now.
So, I don't know what this Voices FYC guys complaining about. There's a picture of you up there right now, isn't there?
I know it looks good, right? Except for the collar, but that's the way the costume is made.
Right. So tell us about this. Should I go to the next picture because we're
Yeah, go to the next picture. So the picture that you were currently looking at is me doing stunts in the DeLorean and waiting forever for them to tell me to go do it or whatever. And then the next picture is the CEO of the company wearing the same costume after me, after I've sweated in it and done sorts of weird stuff. And then so then we finished filming and it was great. Next up, we have a Super Cobra that I got. Actually, I also got a Stun Runner, which is the next photo. And I got all of these, including two multi-type things where you could plug in a RetroPie.
Where did you get your Stun Runner? It has the same art damage as the one that I restored.
Oh, well, a buddy of mine, not a buddy, my cousin, who is a buddy, he owns a junk collecting business where they pay him to go pick up the junk and then he puts them in the thing. So somebody paid him to take these away, and I got them for free.
Wow.
Which is I love a good poor score, and they both worked.
Now the funny thing about Stun Runner here, you've got a very good yoke. It's complete, and the sticker is still there.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that something that people peel off at some point?
Yeah, and the other thing is just so you know, if you ever have to move this up and down any stairs, it comes apart into 2 pieces. Even
more apart than it is?
Yeah. Yep. You can. Well, no, you're missing the top on that. So yeah.
I took the monitor was they removed it with wire cutters
but it works. You can see it's working.
Yeah. I just need to dial in the colors.
Yeah.
It's
I did
the perfect shape. You just roll it up the edge of the stairs, hold on to the yoke, and you ride right down.
Yeah.
The fun part is, it has casters on the bottom, which I assume is common.
Yep. There's actually, I think they're factory.
Interesting. The front caster on mine though has been worn down to where it has a flat, like it was flat. I think it stopped spinning, but they kept dragging it.
Yeah, I think they can be locked.
Oh no, this one's lopsided. It definitely looks like it was just worn off.
Yeah, those are factory though. The casters on those.
My one real injury in moving an arcade cabinet was trying to move a stun runner. I tried picking it up and I ruptured my biceps tendon.
Oy.
Well, when we were moving mine into my basement, we had it all in one piece. I didn't know you could detach the monitor, and I lost my grip on it, and it descended on my buddy who was down below.
Oh man. Oh my. Yeah.
And it's like it's like 400 pounds.
Right. So what did he do? Ride it down, or did he?
No. It actually hit the top of the door jamb and stopped, so it didn't kill him. Yeah, that was good times.
We've all ridden a game down a staircase at one point in our lives.
So the next picture is kind of cool. It's looks like a stern cabinet and stun runner and some sort of fighting cabinet.
Right. So there was a Super Cobra. Somebody painted the sides. It had a 60-in-1 board in it that was really old. And the 4600 is kind of working. I just, God, I hate 4600s. I know people are like, oh, I'd love to fix those. I'm like, oh, I'd love to send them to you.
4600,
yeah. With the little cards that go into it.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah. Right. And then it also had 2 multis from a company called Rec Arts something, I forget, but they went out of business in 2021. They could not get their CNC machine bits and everything put together, I guess. And there's high demand for them, so I lucked out. I got 2 of them. This one that you see on the back of it had like a little the cheapy Best Buy monitor in it, but I have another one that is bigger and a 4-player. And I did plug my RetroPie in. It immediately detected all the joysticks and the buttons. It was pretty neat.
Cool.
So I still have one left. I'm thinking about keeping it for the arcade. We'll see. My wife's like, sell it.
Here's another shot of that on your trailer. And then this last picture is your Nordic Trek.
Right. So I rearranged my gym so that all of the the cabarets are all in the same room. And then while I was doing it, I noticed that, the on the right, you can see the Holosseum. I wanted the light on the Holosseum's marquee to come on at the same time you turn the game on. So I went inside, looked for an outlet. Of course, I found one, plugged it in. It did not like it. It didn't want to come on. The whatever's inside of the marquee, the ballast in there, did not like it.
Oh, no.
So I was like, that's really strange, because I plugged it into the wall and it was fine. So I went and found my my tester, like those things that you plug in that have 3 lights.
Sure.
To make sure that you didn't wire your house up to start a fire. And it was the hot and the neutral were reversed.
Oh.
And I'm like, wow, that's cool. So I reversed them back, I guess, and then I plugged it in and the light lit up. So that was fun. I got to make a TikTok out of that one.
Nice.
I keep showing my wife this room. I'm like, hey, look, you can go into the room again and exercise. And I will too, right? So we'll see how that goes.
So so that's what you've been working on.
That is, and the last thing I did was I've on TikTok, there are some people that have hacked the live stream chat to where it speaks, but the one guy who does it wrote a Python script and it crashes after about 4 minutes because I guess it overruns with data and it can't handle all that data. And so I wrote a script from scratch that uses this thing called the mutation observer, which is fun. Basically, you point it to something on your web page, and then it starts just watching to see if anything changes, like if a word changes or if it changes shape or whatever. And so that was how I was able to snag the little bits of data to figure out what people are saying. And and then I took my old John's Arcade Shoutbox voice synthesis code, and then I shoved them together. And now I can go live on TikTok, and I can have this running in the background, and then so I can hear the people talking to me. And of course, they try to say dirty words and fun stuff like that, so I put a dirty word filter in too.
Nice.
I got to code.
Very cool.
Okay, that's all I'm working on.
Bryan, tell us where you are.
I'm almost past Menominee.
Menominee, do 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 do. Menominee, do 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 do. Okay, well that's cool. So do you want to talk about what you've been working on? Because I'll bring up your slideshow.
Yeah, sure. So last week, I was supposed to be working on getting ready for this trip and other things, and Dave comes over, and Marty, who's like local fame in Minneapolis, had sent him a list of games that some guy was selling up in St. Cloud.
Oh, wait a second. Let's back up. There's a Lunar Lander here.
Oh, wait. You put the Lunar Lander up?
Well, that's your first. That's your first photo.
That's your first one. Maybe we should preface, like, for him to tell him what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really watch the screen. So the Lunar Lander board is working, fully functional, and we're getting ready to. We talked to Atari actually about possibly licensing basically make them an official collectible. So we're looking at printing on the PCBs, putting some story about the history of the board, what's special about it, the designers, information on it, some type of artwork. I had really tried to do this one.
What happened?
I had like 10 minutes. What's that?
Oh, keep going. So you had about 10 minutes.
To print this thing up.
Oh.
And so I'm like quickly trying to get some graphics on this board and some text on this board. It was impossible to do a reasonable vector rendering of any images of a vector game. It was the funniest thing. I'm like, the marquee came up 10 times better. I kept trying to render the vector image of the gameplay, and it looked terrible. So I just gave up, threw the marquee on there. But this is, hopefully, we're going to turn this into a line of boards that get put out, and we'll include the original the new schematics, which have corrections to all the original stuff, all the little mistakes and changes that they did intentionally. So we have corrected all those on the new schematics and done them the same way the original ones were, in the same kind of format.
So that's cool. You're printing information about the game and some kind of image on the board as a collectible, and then it's also an operational board, so you can actually put
make it happen.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's very
cool. If
cool.
you want to solder it, you can put it together. If you want to assemble it, great. If you want to hang it on the wall for art, that's fine. But like I said, we've talked to Atari, and we're hoping to do it like an officially licensed product, which would be kind of cool.
Nice. This next
Nice.
picture is kind of cool. It's of an ice cold beer machine next to a monitor.
Yeah. So we were using the visual representation of the function of the game that Aaron has created. Using the new board. This is no longer a hacked bit kit. This is actually the ice cold beer board running.
Nice.
And so you can see the position of the bars, the hole that it's gone through, what it should be saying on the 7-segment display. And so you can basically hook a monitor up and just troubleshoot your machine, which is really neat.
That's so awesome.
And that's one of the new machines, guys, right there. That thing is pretty beautiful.
It's coming together. I've got a few things to do. We're at 80% of the speed I want to be, so I actually got in bars with a higher pitch. Getting stuff from anywhere right now is difficult. So the bars should be in Monday, and we should have the machine running, basically fully running Monday.
Nice.
We're looking forward to that. We're going to put that over at Up Down.
Tell
See
us
how it does.
Tell us about the step motors that you upgraded.
Yeah, so actually this is really cool. So if you're using CNC printers or other things, we ordered these things from Big Tree you put a magnet on the top of the stepper motor. And so stepper motors are dumb, right? You tell them go one step, they go one step, but if there's too much resistance, they don't go a step. Well, these boards kind of monitor the position and rotation of the motor, so they make sure that if you tell it to go one step, it really goes one step. Now the as they sit there and there's actually it's actually like a Cortex processor on this little board. Like, it's amazing how much computing power is on there. So it almost eliminates the noise and basically turns the stepper motor into a precise servo motor. So the accuracy of the bars now in ice cold beer is to like less than a hundredth of a millimeter position wise.
Wow.
So what we can get with the height of the bar. I mean, it's crazy what they do, and they're not expensive. So for guys that do fused deposit printing, if you're doing 3D printing, these prevent like layer shift, because you never have if you tell the motor to go a certain distance, it goes that distance. Like, there is no shifting. So like when you're 3D printing, sometimes if you tell your motor to move a certain amount and it misses a step, then it shifts the layers. These prevent that from happening. So by instituting them in this device, it took the level of performance up amazingly. And the really cool part is they can communicate by serial communication back to the bit kit. So we can actually monitor what's going on the whole time.
That's pretty cool. And that'll come in handy when you want to have competition and things, when you make things more advanced for, working with two machines at one time. We have a question from Whiskey Flipper in the chat. He says, are you going to make these until they stop selling, or are you making a limited number? What's the plan?
Well, I mean, right now the plan is to make a ton of them. We have talked with production manufacturing about it, because manufacturers, we've kind of come to the realization that the demand for this is much higher than the capacity we could probably handle. We've had single vendors tell us they want 200 to 300. So
did you just say 200 to 300 machines?
Yeah, we've had like one guy owns a series of bowling alleys across the country, and he said he wants 200 to 300 of them. That's where he'd like to start. Wow. For the collectors, it's expensive, but what made a lot of sense to me is the guys who are running this stuff out on location. This is a relatively small footprint that will get played a lot. So they're going to be charging money, making money with a small footprint. And everything out there that they're buying right now is like $7,000 to $15,000 in their like main range. There's stuff that goes up from there. We're charging $5,000 for this. And so they look at it as, this is going to accept bills all night. People are going to play it all night. It takes up a small amount of space. I'm going to make money off small square footage. So there was a lot of demand at IAPA. A lot of demand.
Nice. I feel like because you precisely know where everything is, I wonder if you could make like an attract sequence where it takes the ball and puts it into the first hole, like programmatically, right? I mean, that would be kind of crazy.
We can completely do that, but the other thing about the positioning is, if it starts to slip, we can actually have it tell the operator, hey, your machine's having a problem. There's something going on.
Oh, wow.
So by a Bluetooth app or by Wi-Fi, it can actually tell, hey, you need some service on this machine.
That's cool.
That is awesome.
So,
all right, so back to the pictures here. The next one is of something that looks like a canyon bomber.
Yeah, so this was the story I was starting to tell, and then I got corrected.
Oh, right.
Local legend Marty, who's a legend for a lot of craziness, great guy. Like, actually, is a really good guy. Let Billy Seven, who people have met through the show, know that there were 8 games for sale up in St. Cloud. An Asteroids, like some slot machine, a Space Invaders cocktail, Breakout, Canyon Bomber, Circus, Midway Shuffle Puck, and anti-aircraft. And so I contacted the guy and said, I'll take all of them. It's $100 a piece.
Woof.
And he writes back and says, sorry, somebody already took 3 of them. And I'm like, oh, crap. Which 3? The Asteroids, the Space Invaders cocktail, and the slot machine. I was like, sweet.
Thank God.
I'll take the rest. I'm like, took all the stuff I don't want. Awesome.
That's
so I go
very
to
cool.
This guy's house. They're all in a basement, of course. It's a walkout basement, but it's like, completely snowed in. So you've got to carry them out. And the only staircase out of the basement is this like nice, beautiful finished oak staircase with like no carpet, no protection.
Oh my God.
And in this basement is a 50s diner, like a full reproduction 50s diner. He's got a hot tub, a solarium to the backyard. It's like a 7,000 square foot house. The entire basement's like 3,500 square feet. That's just like obvious party space. And Dave went up with me, Billy Seven went up with me, and we carried 5 machines up the staircase by hand.
And what were the 5 machines as I scroll through each of these pictures?
The Canyon Bomber, a Breakout, Midway Shuffleboard, a Circus, and the anti-aircraft.
All right, some of your pictures are out of order, so we're going to talk about your latest M-Press after this. But let me...
Well, so I'll just say quickly about the Canyon Bomber and the Midway Shuffle board were working and in amazing condition. This guy was the first owner of all these.
Sweet.
So he owned an arcade back in the 70s, and these were in his arcade. Then he brought them home. They were his favorite machines.
That's very cool.
Manuals, original keys, everything in the cabinet. The Circus, the Breakout, and the anti-aircraft were not working when we got there. He said they were. I didn't care. We were taking them anyways.
Right.
But the Canyon Bomber is in amazing condition. That's actually up at Starcade now. So if you want to play a Canyon Bomber up in Roseville, you can play a Canyon Bomber.
All right. So next up is your Blast Out Candy Cab. What is that got? Blast City.
So we were asked to produce head-to-head candy cabs because the fighting game guys don't want to sit too close to each other. So we did custom panels printed up in the shop with our new direct print printer, the same way we've been doing the Senti panels. Created a custom wiring harness, and now you can play Street Fighter Third Strike not looking at your opponent.
That's pretty cool. All right. And then also you've got this M-Press in pink. What's going on with that?
Well, so this is just kind of fun. We found a PCB company that does pink PCBs now.
Oh, this is good. You got, I mean, I actually kind of dig this. Do you think it's got a market with female gamers possibly, or?
We've put it up. We've had a lot of good response, and then we have the buttons on there are clear buttons with glitter in them.
Oh,
so
yes.
People have kind of been going crazy. I mean, this is the fighting game community is a little different than the classic community. You do stuff like this, and they're like, "That's wild. Never seen this before. I need one."
If I was a fighting game guy, I might collect one just because it's different. It's pretty sweet.
I want a Lunar Lander PCB that's pink, so let's get into that.
Well, we did Lunar Lander PCBs that they call transparent, and they look freaking phenomenal.
Oh my God, yes!
So the solder mask is like clear, and all you see is the wafer PCB, the PCB wafer, and the copper kind of comes up peach.
Yeah, it's very
cool. Really cool.
It looks very old school, actually.
Wow.
Here comes another photo. Peter Reimschneider's cat. I don't know what this is.
Reimschneider.
This is what happens when your cat messes with Pac-Man. Pac-Man takes over.
Pac-Man ate the cat. Or it just sucked on its head, I guess. But
that's pretty funny.
On its head a little bit.
Yeah, so...
Peter had these, like, 40-inch... That's like, I mean, these huge Pac-Man on the couch, and his cat kept sticking his head in the mouth. It was hilarious. So I just thought it was one of the funnier photos I've seen this week.
One of the reasons I don't have a lot going on is over the last 2 weeks, my cat's been horribly ill. My 14-year-old cat she's not in good health. And so I have to give her antibiotics and stuff. But anyway, also there's a FF Snowflake Paradise Inside board I'm looking at right now.
So that's just showing, I thought it was kind of fun. So that's the tournament I'm driving to right now, Frosty Fausting. But one of the fun things you're able to do is put graphics into the solder mat, or and cover that. That's actually done in copper on the PCB.
Sweet.
Just kind of a fun, neat thing.
And then you had one other thing you wanted to talk about?
I finally have picked up E-Dot.
Yes! Welcome to Club E-Dot. Whoop, whoop.
Wait a minute. You got a Tron environment, discs of Tron, so that means you can give me your dedicated.
No, you mean upright, right? Not dedicated, right?
Yeah, I mean dedicated.
I do have a dot. Just an upright, not a cut. And so now I got to figure out what's going on with those two.
Nice.
I think right now Susan thinks the disc of Tron is being sold. I haven't convinced myself of that yet.
Where is this E-Dot at?
Down in Oklahoma.
Yeah. That's funny. I had to go to Dallas to get mine, which is pretty close.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a little bit. Well, and the crazy part is I just bought a snake pit cabinet from down that way and paid to have it shipped up here. I'm like, damn it, I could have just friggin'. So, anyhow.
Wow.
So if anybody needs anything carted between Oklahoma and Minneapolis, chances are.
Yeah, I'll let you know. That's what they say when you have a good interview and they don't want you. They say, I'll let you know. We'll call you. I don't like all of these scores you had this week. It makes me very sad because my life has been revolving around a fire truck for I don't know how long. It's taken up all my time.
You know what that reminds me of?
I just buy more stuff to drown my sorrows.
Nice.
So, is it my turn yet?
Let me just say, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving we can sure smell sweet. Okay, that's enough.
So I discovered this place called.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Oh, it is your turn. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to mute.
You can go now. You can go.
Okay. Now is okay.
You can start. Yeah.
Right now.
What happened? What did you do?
My shit's not nearly as exciting as either one of your guys' shit. Plus, I don't have any awesome pictures to show, but I will show stuff on camera. So, the fire truck, you guys know I've been having some minor issues with it. We got it to work with the rear and the front steering. I rebuilt all the steering wheels over the last 2 weeks. All the steering wheels, 2 of the steering wheels, the only 2 in the game.
Yes.
And then Billy 7 came over. Is he in the chat tonight? I feel like he's not in the chat. He's missing the show. Anyway, he came over and helped me out, and we discovered that the harness is a huge problem. The edge connector had bent pins. There's corrosion on the connectors on the back harness for the LEDs. And once we diagnosed everything, first of all, Billy doesn't leave anything undetected. So he went through the entire schematic first before we started checking the freaking harness, which was my suspicion the whole time. Because I'm so smart. But actually, I learned a lot by having Billy go through all this stuff, and he helped me understand the schematic better. And then we learned that there's actually some issues there. So I was like, okay, I can just repin shit, right? So I'm ready to go. And I had some connectors and things from when I started this project, courtesy of Ken Falta, and so I went to go find my pins, and it's in case you didn't know, Minnesota has been frozen solid for the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking negative temperatures, -9, -30 wind chill, just ungodly cold temperatures. So I could not go into my garage for more than 10 minutes without freezing my nuts off to find the pins and the connectors that I bought. So, long story short, the connectors that I want to repin are obsolete. And there's a company, and I probably shouldn't say this on the air. Maybe I should keep it quiet. Maybe I should keep it secret.
Oh, they're going to sell out as soon as you say it.
Well, I have what I need, and I'm not going to need any more. But there are other things that they have. Electronics Plus is an electronics retailer out of California that has obsolete parts. They're the only place that has these particular connectors. And I'm going to open one up right now. This is the male connector, which you cannot get anywhere else.
A little blown out. Let's see if we can get that.
Yeah, let me see if I can darken this up a bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's way better.
So here you go. This is a 24-pin connector, and it's it's the female version. And they sell them in 5-packs for $15. I'm like,
oh my God.
I could not find them anywhere before. So that was pretty freaking boss. And then they had the female counterparts. So I have those as well. And then I finally, yeah, exactly. You got to have the male and the female. I finally bought myself a good, I'm going to turn this lights off here. A good extracting pin tool.
Oh, nice.
So but they're more reasonable than Amazon. This was $17 and they're like $25 on Amazon for the .062. So, right. But this thing is metal. It's solid. I just got it in the mail today, but I mean, this thing is freaking cool, you know.
Nice. And you can stab somebody with it.
It's a shiv.
What?
So
it's a shiv.
Yep. So then and then I got 100 pins of both female and male pins to repin those. And then I also Bryan tells me that I have a good what do you call it? It's a Atari connector, and I got it from Bob, I think.
Bob still does stuff?
Well, that's funny because he actually does his. I'm not sure what his health is like. He doesn't do stuff, but his wife fulfills all the orders.
Right.
And she's awesome. I've dealt with her a couple times. So I have these solder ones, right? You guys are familiar with those. But I have this kind too, which is like the Atari kind, right?
Oh.
So I have those, and then I have these pins that go with them. So
nice. Gold.
But yeah, I mean, like, I'm told that. Oh wait, here they are. These are the pins. So I'm told that those are kind of the best ones to use. So I'm going to redo the edge connector, and I'm going to redo the pin connectors, and then I'm going to deoxit the other ones or contact cleaner them. And if that doesn't work, then I'll put new connectors on. So, but I'm super excited because this means I just got these today. So this means in 2 weeks, my harness will be done and I can put the machine back together finally. And if you'll humor me for just a minute, I want to show something on the air that I forgot to grab. So somebody buy some time for me while I go get this.
Sure thing.
Yeah, right.
So everybody, Adam doesn't normally show his scrotum to anybody, and so.
Oh no!
Wait.
No.
Wait. No.
Hey,
not. Go ahead.
I did forget something that I did pick up in the last week.
Oh, tell me, sir.
Space Duel cocktail.
Space Duel cocktail. I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, I think it came down from your way actually.
Oh.
Somebody was selling it without a monitor for $600.
Nice. So somewhere in the H-Town, Houston area somewhere, or?
Well, I mean, like, Texas area. I don't think it's necessarily Houston, but
Texas is like its own continent, so I don't know what you mean
yeah,
by minor. I can drive 14 hours and not leave the state.
Okay.
Well, in circles.
No.
All right, so I want to show you guys something that's pretty cool. Bryan has seen this in RL, real life. So
IRL, yes.
You guys remember that back in the BBS days? Let's have
of course, later days. Yeah. L8R.
Exactly. We'll have a party in RL, and I'd like to meet you in RL.
Did we say IRL? I don't remember now.
So the early Atari steering wheels had these shafts. Okay. But this one is a new old stock shaft. It's pretty cool, huh? Right? I don't know if this is going to help. Does that make it darker? That makes it worse. In this case, I got to keep the light on, right? Don't worry, we'll keep
Adam needs the right lighting to show his shaft.
Right, exactly. My dick pic. Oh, sorry. So
is that a butt plug? What is that?
Okay, if you don't know what this is, it's an Atari steering wheel shaft.
Atari butt plug.
Right? Yeah. This show was G-rated until just like 10 minutes ago.
Not at all.
Okay, so all right. So anyway, check this out. On both, not one, but both of the fire truck steering wheels, this was the shaft, right?
Oh my God.
And it broke. Oh. It broke. So this piece was completely broken off. But look at this in the light. Can you see that?
I see it's been worn down.
Those are grooves, like it was on a lathe, like on a rudimentary lathe.
Wow.
Yeah. So that compared to this, which is just like smooth, right?
Smooth and silky.
Yeah. So
glides right in.
And then these are the little bushings. They're called bearings, but they're not really bearings. And this one's worn through. You see that?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
that
like,
is bad too.
Luckily Arcade Fix-It, Stephen Beal, who's been on this show before, had brand new sets of these. So I bought 2 new sets. I bought new old stock Atari steering wheel shafts, and I rebuilt the Atari steering wheels from the ground up. So they are like butter now. They're fantastic.
Wow.
Is that a coin a phrase? They're fantastic.
Oh, that's going to catch on. What?
Anyway, I'm sure people think this is like boring, but it's pretty exciting to me. Like, especially in 1978, it's Bronze Age, right? Bryan just landed 5 Bronze Age machines this week. That's pretty freaking cool. Mark, do you have any Bronze Age machines?
I do. In the garage, I have an Atari pinball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? The video pinball?
Video pinball, correct.
Oh, I want one of those so bad.
Yeah, I actually have a backup LED board that I bought from Jason, Arcade Jason.
Did you get yours from?
Ours was from Steve Barbie's Overflow.
Oh
projects.
My God!
Yes. Oh. Yep. I haven't been able to. It's in the middle of all the projects in the garage. At some point, I'm gonna thin the herd, but that and the Boot Hill are gonna be my 2 games I'm gonna work on.
Oh,
there's something
I forgot.
Yes.
I picked up a Boot Hill too.
Nice.
So
been a
that's
good couple weeks.
I think that's awesome, Bryan. I think that's really great.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, I have
This guy tells me like 2 weeks ago, I'm not buying any more games. I'm not
I
going to
have
buy
a
any more
Pong
games.
and a computer space. Also, those are one day I'll fix this. Figure this out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, video pinball.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic game, and the thing that's great about video pinball is it has all these crossovers of physical elements. You can tilt the machine.
Right. Yeah, the control panel has a switch on it, basically.
And you can rock it. It's really cool. I don't think people appreciate that game as the way they should.
I have a fond memory of it being, right by the bar at Grinkers and.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was in the tournament the second year I was there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was great. And rest in peace, Grinkers. But oh my God,
Dominance.
Yeah, all you dumb kids, get off my lawn.
Goodbye, Arcadio.
Oh, by the way, do you guys know Jim Dindorf?
Of course, Jim Bodini.
Did you see the latest project he did for his wife, who was on our show? By the way, both of them were on our show.
Is he married?
Well, I'm sorry, girlfriend. Carrie, right? Carrie was on our show. He was on our show. Yeah. They salvaged a tube out of like a 25-inch television.
Oh, yes.
And she kept the bezel of the television.
Yes.
And she hung it on her wall. And so Jim found a 4x3 monitor to stick in there. And then he put together a reel of all these like 80s bumpers for cartoons and video games and all this stuff. And then, get this, and then he gets on, what's it called? A Cameo. Do you guys know what Cameo is?
Yes.
So you can hire a celebrity to say happy birthday to your loved one or whatever. He got George Wendt, Norm.
Yes.
And Ratzenberger.
Yeah.
To do bumpers for a video about her arcade.
Oh my God.
Her garage arcade. And he got them to say like Carrie's garage arcade or something. And so like he has like celebrities on this video. It's freaking amazing. And I'm like, where's the freaking jealous Amado-Con? That's awesome.
Right.
So he builds this whole thing, puts it in like to a little Raspberry Pi or whatever, and it loops the video through a LCD monitor, which is behind this vintage RCA TV shroud that they've hung on the wall in her garage. That is boss.
Insane.
I love it.
Let's all make those.
I'm like, seriously, I want a copy of the video. It would be so cool. And then I'll just alter, Ratzenberger's and Norm's voice to say what I want it to say.
Yeah, instead of Carrie, just put Adam.
Adam's Arcade. But anyway, both. It's like, wow, look at those what happened here?
It's unbelievable.
So crazy. I showed this to Billy 7. He's like, I've never seen one of those worn that way. Anyway, that's lost now. But anyway, I'm telling you, like, if you need to rebuild stuff, do it, because now when you spin those steering wheels, it's like 1978.
Sweet.
And that's what I've been working on.
Nice. We'll have to send some of those to other planets so that they'll, be able to continue on after the sun explodes in 5 billion years.
Yeah.
What?
No. Brian, how far are you now? Where are you at?
Yeah. Are you there yet?
I got like another 4 hours to go.
Ay.
It's going to be a long night.
Are you in Wisconsin or in Michigan?
I'm in Wisconsin. I mean, just going down Wisconsin to Illinois. So, I will give a big shout out to Ted Hooper, who met Susan down at the event and unpacked the entire trailer of stuff for her. I'm like the back of the wagon train here. She's calling me on the way down, going, "Oh, and I forgot this. Oh, and I forgot this. Oh, and I forgot this." And I'm, yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. And I have my Star Trek Next Generation pinball behind me that I'm taking down there to sell.
Oh, nice.
Also,
do you have a buyer already, or is
I'm very glad for you
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah. That sounds good.
You know what I really hate? Having friends like Bryan.
What? Why do you hate that?
Actually, I want to give Bryan a shout out. I was, you don't do this on the air, but I had sort of I was in a funk this week. A funk. You ever get into a funk, Mark?
Yeah. Isn't there a song called "The Funk Cold Brother" from? Isn't that an album somewhere?
I don't know.
Yeah, I do get into a funk occasionally, yes, especially when I get beat up at a movie theater watching
Oh
Spider-Man.
yeah, that's fucking bullshit right there. And I want to know more about that when it's progressed to the point where you're like suing his ass, right? But anyway, and I don't know if you're gonna forgive that guy. Just call him up and say, "Look, I'm not gonna sue you, but send me $1,000 because I want to buy an arcade game, and this will save us all money."
Right. Settle, bitch.
Yeah, settle out of court. And here's my fee, $5,000. I know I said 1,000, but it's five. And by the way, my fee is $10,000.
Oh man,
did I forget to mention? No. Anyway,
25,000. What? Okay.
I had a terrible week. And Bryan, I'm serious. I want to I beat you up on the air. You beat me up sometimes. You're a good friend. So thank you for coming over. I really appreciate it. So.
Anytime. And Mark, I think the settlement should be the R360 that's for sale this weekend on the captain's auction.
Oh, God.
Is there really another captain's auction?
There is a captain's auction this weekend, and here's the interesting thing. I keep getting the advertisements for it, but evidently I'm banned or suspended my account.
What?
Which is a long story. Well, we had a cabinet. I had bought 2 cabinets from them. They sent me the bill with tax on there, but we resell, so we don't pay the sales tax. They have that on file. I wrote them. They didn't get back to me. Then they got back to me like a week later. It was this whole, like, drag-out thing that took, like, 2 months. And finally I'm like, hey, can I get somebody to pick up my cabinets? They're like, oh, we sold them in the last auction. And I wasn't too heartbroken. I'm like, I didn't really need them anyway. It's whatever.
Yeah.
And then they banned my account, and then I set it up, or they didn't ban it, like it wasn't working for the banning auction. So I signed up another email. I'm like, all right, maybe that email just screwed up. And then I went on there, and it's like I tried to register to bid. It's like, your account is suspended. Literally the day that I'm getting, they're like, hey, here's our new auction. Sign up to bid. So there's some neat stuff on there. I mean, it's nothing crazy. A buddy of mine's looking for a big blue, and there's like 6 of them for sale on there. So that's the main reason I was on there. But there's also an R360. There's a couple other interesting things.
The R360 that's ultra rare in the United States.
Well, it is, and that'll go. My guess is that'll go for somewhere between 50 and 75,000.
Do you think that much?
Oh my God.
I think you're gonna have a couple of high-end collections that who are gonna compete that up to a ridiculous price.
I don't know. I would guess 20 tops.
I would bet money over 25.
I guess let's have a gentleman's bet. I'm going to say it goes for 20, between 19 and 21. That's my guess.
I'm going to say 31,000.
Okay.
Let's see how we land in 2 weeks. Go ahead.
I'll go 32 and up.
Oh, damn it.
All right. Its price is right.
Yeah, that might as well do that. That makes sense.
I mean,
better open my account.
So it's a gentleman's bet, so we're gonna bet $1, right?
Or a drink or something.
Sure.
Let's bet $1. I think $1 is good because we can't buy each other drinks.
One arcade manual of your choice.
Oh God. Hey everybody, it's one arcade manual of your choice. Although we only have
the choice of the loser, so you can send them whatever you want. It could be Arkanoid, it could be whatever. I think that's a good one.
I think it'd be good.
Can it be the 60-in-1 manual?
Yeah, chatters, tell us what you think this thing's going to sell for. We should have a giveaway for the chatters.
$1, like in trading places.
I'm super excited to use this tool.
If you do it like wait, don't tell me. If you get it, then Adam leaves the outgoing message on your voicemail.
Oh, you don't want that.
Don't call here.
Yeah, don't call here. You definitely don't want that.
You can have Zarjanek start leaving people the outgoing messages.
All right, so
Bob, get a favor.
Yes.
We got a few minutes left, so what I'd like to do is pick a restoration topic.
Actually, so speaking of restoration,
Yeah.
we've talked about this before, I'll talk about this on the air. Like, Adam was talking about creating a restoration Facebook group that was like really about restoration instead of the ones that end up with all the LCDs. I was thinking of making a group where they call it like arcade hacking, modification, and
Yeah. Yeah.
where people can be like, I took this boot hill and put a LCD in it and maimed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they can go away, right? Like, they can go there, they can show off their stuff. And there are some people doing some cool modifications to things. It's fine. It's their game. They can do it. It's just comical to me that they do it, post it in a restoration group, and then people are like, what are you doing? And they're surprised.
I think it really depends on what it is. Replacing the E-dot translate with an animation, that's pretty cool.
Now, I don't mind customization. I mean, like, Mark, your Pac-Man Cabaret, right? You did some mods to that.
I did.
It's not OG. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But you didn't get on Arcade Restoration and talk about, like, how do I get my LED buttons to work on my Pac-Man?
Oh my
machine?
God, why would I do that?
You know what I mean? It's like, it's not about restoration.
Right.
It pisses me off. Like and it's daily. In fact, I will pull up right now. You guys keep talking. I'm going to find an article.
It's like posting a thing in the PETA forum. Like, I love animals. The heads on my wall are beautiful.
Yeah, I know, they're so fuzzy and cute.
Like, they're fuzzy and they're soft and they look so nice. I love the animals.
Right,
like,
right.
You're missing the whole idea. And then, like, what's funny is these people post it and then they're all upset because, like, they get ganged up on. And it's like you're literally posting in a restoration forum that you did something to bastardize the machine.
Now, here's one that I'm conflicted on. It was posted a day ago. I won't say the person's name, but you can look it up. It's on Facebook, Arcade Restoration Group, and the guy's initials are Vincent Plaque. So
what?
Anyway, he says, Moonwalker, this was one of the first cabinets I ever picked up. When I got it, it had a Tekken 3 PCB, and that was about it. I put an LCD in it and made it a multi-Tekken. This is an Arcade Restoration, by the way. Okay. While it was cool, I couldn't help but feel like I was wasting the cabinet. So I deconverted it back to a Moonwalker. I put a CRT in it, and it's running on Arcade. So he says he wasn't about to shell out $1,000 for a Moonwalker. Now I'm conflicted on this because it wasn't quite a restoration, but at least he tried. He went back to a CRT, right?
I think that's reasonable. I think when you get to the point where people are like, "Hey, I couldn't get a Moonwalker PCB.
Yeah.
I brought this back." That's you're going in the direction of restoring. Like, now,
Sure.
if somebody else wants to do that, they can keep going. What drives me nuts are the people who are like, are sitting there and they're like, "Oh, my CRT broke, so I put a widescreen LCD in."
Right.
It's like, well, you went the opposite direction. Like, that's the problem in there.
I do have
that's reasonable.
I do have a broken Moonwalker PCB that does not boot up. If anybody wants to buy it, it'll be $500. So.
That's crazy. Ugh. I mean, they were not that much 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
But you know what? I actually really like the game Moonwalker.
I do too. I love it. And the
yeah, so okay, let's share stories about that because like the first time I played it was in Lakeville at the Lakeville Pizza Hut in Lakeville, Minnesota, and that Pizza Hut is still there. The game is not, but I loved going there. We would actually go to Pizza Hut just because not only could you get pizza, but you could play Moonwalker. I mean, Mark, what was your memory of playing that game?
It was 3 years ago. I was at a brewery, and
that's cool.
I was like, "Holy fuck, this one works!" So...
That's funny. That's funny.
I remember playing it and thinking, this is not helping Michael's case.
I know
come on.
saving
That was before the lawsuits, actually.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I played it after the lawsuit. I'm like, wow, this is like, they should have just put this one up in court. Look, here you go.
Thanks, Michael. That's great. But yeah, there's a lot of posts in that arcade. And actually, there's been less lately. But for a while, I would just get irate because there's so much crap in there, you know.
Somebody... I'll let the person remain anonymous, but they told me that they reported the LCD modification that was just posted up there as a terroristic threat to Facebook.
Oh my
god. Another thing that's interesting to me is there's a lot of new guys that get in there and like, hey, where can I buy new larger coin locks for my door? You know, because they don't like the smaller form factor that was put on a coin door. And I'm like, that's what they were, you know, they didn't all have the Chicago style locks on the front. That was pretty rare, right? Those were for usually the back of the cabinet. And so, it's interesting to me, you know, being that I've been in this hobby since 2002, just, you know, like I get you. I feel you. This is a question that I probably would have asked back then, right? Maybe, I don't know. Or I didn't give a shit about the lock and I drill it out. But I'm like, these guys are like, where can I get these locks that I like that are supposed to be arcade, you know? And what do I do about the locks that are in there? Drill them out, motherfucker. What are you going to do? You know? Another thing, another one that I thought was interesting was, this guy is like, the devil's in the details. Do I change the midway sticker? And he's talking about the riveted plate on the front of the coin door.
I mean, does he have to de-rivet the plate that's there?
Well, first of all, he calls, do I change the midway sticker? He thinks it's a sticker.
Sticker? No.
No, it's a plate with 6 freaking holes in it.
So I made... what is it, like number 2 by 50 threaded carriage bolts that are the same size as those rivets that you can screw on, so you don't need a riveter.
Yeah, you just need you just need a plate with the right holes.
I just need to find an exact match on the plates, and I can actually have anything you want printed on a midway plate. And I've got like they're literally, I made these like little custom screws and nuts. I literally had custom ones done so that you can go in from the back, use a flathead, tighten the nut. It sits below all the stuff on the back of the door, so you can still fasten everything, and they look like rivets from the front. And they're stainless steel, so they'll never rust.
Yeah, they look like they're perfect. And so for those of you that don't know, Midway made these plates, and they had different sayings on the front. Sometimes they said business.
Like a moniker.
Fun is our business.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun is our business. Video is our game. Those were a couple of them. But now you can get that same plate because Bryan can do custom printing. So like we talked about this, I don't know how many months ago, but for like my journey, for example, it'd be cool to have it say, "Don't stop believing," or, you know, some other phrase, you know.
Yes.
But with the Midway logo. Wouldn't it be cool? I think it would be so cool.
I know.
We just, Bryan, we just need to make it happen. I think, you know, and when I say we, I mean you.
I had a bunch of metal plates sent in for samples, and they all were terrible. They didn't have the right grain. They looked,
sure,
they weren't terrible. They just weren't close enough. And This is why I don't restore games, because I get really caught up in like
In
little
the OCD. Yeah, because
minute-
everybody else is selling the stickers with the wrong metal.
Yeah, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
So I could, anyway. So I need to do that. They're not stickers. I've got the bolts made. I've got like literally 10,000 of these little bolts sitting on the shelf.
Okay, and here's my last bitch about arcade restorations of late. Somebody got on and it's like, okay, I'm redoing my coin door, and I put a couple layers of gloss on there, and it keeps getting scratched when you just look at it. What can I do to make my coin door look better? And like 4 guys are like, fucking powder coat it, you bitch. you know.
My favorite thing, and this isn't brand new. Several weeks ago, when somebody asked Mr. Jones if he even knew what a stencil was.
Oh my God! Yes, I remember that.
No, Bryan ran the site that made all the stencils, and the real irony of this is the stencil the guy was going to use on his cabinet was one of Bryan's stencils.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Now, I mean, you gotta. This kind of reminds me of Clove back in the day when I was there, because there was, if you were a noob, I mean, you're ripped apart, because the guys that have been there a million years, they don't give a shit about you unless they're Ken Layton, who was just like very helpful all the time, and now he's gone, rest in peace. But like, so few people would like help you on Clove, right? You'd like have a problem, but some of these things that people are saying in here, it's like, you freaking idiot. You're not even asking for help. You're basically saying, I did this. Why isn't it working?
I gotta give another quick shout out, because I can't remember if we said this, but another KLOB member had passed away a few weeks ago, Yellow Dog, who was also a great. He was a really good person as far as Williams went and helping people out with that.
Are you serious?
And was one of those guys who was approachable and did a lot of work to help fix a lot of people's Williams boards, including a couple of mine. So I just wanted to give a shout out to him as well.
Wow.
We lost a few real pillars. And there's a lot of great guys in the arcade community. But there's some guys who've really made contributions above and beyond. And so Ken and Yellow Dog, 2 great guys.
Yellow Dog, right out here from Houston, worked at the one of the owners of the what can I say it? The Game Preserve here in Houston.
Yep.
I tried to get him to fix my turkey shoot back in the day when it was broken, and he was like, "No, thank you."
Brian Jones joined us in the chat, and he said, you try to help people out, and the first thing they do is get pissed that you say something they don't want to hear. And that's very true. Like, and that's the age of the internet, right? Right. But I also want to say that tonight I got the YouTube archives up to date with what we've been working on, because we almost lost an episode.
Oh my God. Do you have an audio recording or?
No, I was like, I hope Mark downloaded it, because
crap,
because you had been downloading it for a long time. But yeah, so it was it was the Todd Fry episode we almost lost.
Oh man,
that would have sucked. So
anyway, we gotta hit that button at the end of the show every time if we can do it.
It's archived now. But anyway, what I wanted to say was. Voices FYC, give us that after party link again, because we're getting close. And I will try to join tonight for a little bit. Because I already had dinner and I'm ready to go. So
me too.
Anyway, yeah, I want to start a Facebook group that is for essentially intermediate to export restoration guys, people that are not new to the group. And Brian and I were like, we're gonna be cutthroat, right? So Brian, some of the rules we came up, what were you thinking?
You'll have to go through some of them.
Well, we were talking about, like, if you post something stupid and moronic, like, how should I paint a coin door? You're just immediately ejected,
Done.
Yeah. No questions. You're just no answers.
I mean, and if you mention LCD.
Yeah. If you mention MAME, if you mention a 1-up, you're done. It's just like, that group has infuriated. Well, and like, there's guys that are legitimately good at repairing stuff. Eugene Mosh being one of them, and he's a brilliant guy, and he's also an asshole. But I respect him, despite my not liking him. He has a way of getting games working, and he believes that if you put an LCD in and a switching power supply, that's a way to preserve a game, and he's not completely wrong,
Well, I mean, you take this one with the latest LCD mod.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Jones, he's saying nice things about him, but it's on there and says it looks stretched out. It should be 4:3, and like the guy's response is like, the old man yells at cloud, like whatever gift, and it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, you're literally. Like, why would you do that? I mean, and the one thing the guy did that was reasonable is he actually put the LCD on top of the CRT. But so you could actually take it back if you wanted to. But, and then you got people in there going, this one guy responded, I got in there, said something, and this guy said, well, I convert my old junk games like Burger Time to LCDs. And I just want to be like, hey, if that's a junk game, just send it to me. I'll take the Burger Time off your hands. You don't need to worry about it. It's a junk game. I'll give you something nice like Arkanoid.
Nice. Gross. Nasty.
Mr. Peabody, 1984 says, if you don't like Exterminator, you're not allowed into the new.
Oh, we did not get out of this episode without mentioning Exterminator.
And it was me. So anyone who was taking bets that Adam wouldn't say the word exterminator on the air has now said it twice.
Exterminator.
I have this general rule that I don't take games out of my basement in the winter because of the snow.
Yeah.
And this game behind me right now, I sold it, so I had to get it out. Only reinforced the idea that Exterminator is staying in my basement until the spring. My sister and I carried this game through a foot of snow out to the driveway.
No.
It was fun.
You should put an elevator in there. That'd be fun, right? Like, one of those little handicap elevators. I'm sure it would be able to take an arcade game up.
Good.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Actually, what I should do is I need to just put a staircase into the garage that goes directly below it, so I can have a slide, like a spiral slide from the garage down to the pool.
Oh my god!
All right, let's wrap this up. We'll head over
Wrapping it up.
We're gonna wrap this show up. This has been a fun show. I've enjoyed just us being on and talking about the stuff we're doing. As Bryan, epic buys this week.
Amazing.
It's a little disconcerting. You need to, when you say you're not going to buy any more games, you need to stop buying games or give a couple to me.
Adam can store them forever.
Yeah, I'm a free rental. So anyway, Mark, awesome stuff. Stun Runner. I wish somebody would upgrade the code for that so that you can't coin up to win the game. I've never liked the late 80s games where you can add coins. APB's behind me. Same thing. You could throw in quarters until you get the high score. Not a way to win a game, right?
Right.
Tempest kind of does that, but it's a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it was a good show today, you guys.
Yeah, well done. I think everybody pat yourselves on the back. Bryan, don't lose control of the steering wheel.
Ah! Yeah. And we should do some sort of outro.
Yeah, I fixed it to where Bryan doesn't have to read the outro since he is driving.
Okay, good. We'll just switch. Yeah, we'll switch between us, right?
Yes, that is ready.
All right, let's do a little electronic crankshaft on the way out here. Oh, yeah. This is where we thank you for being guests of the chat.
All right. Good job, guests.
Yeah,
Good
that's
job
right.
guesting.
Thanks for listening to the double R's. That's Arcade Radio.
Check out our website, RcadeRadio.com. That is RcadeRadio.com for all of our social media and swag links.
Or you can call, leave comments, just like Bubba Z, on the 612-548 game or 4263 if you don't know how to spell.
Are you enjoying the show? Pick up some Arcade Radio swag over at teespring.com/ArcadeRadio. It starts with an R. Or consider supporting our Patreon campaign over at patreon.com/ArcadeRadio. There's multiple tiers starting at just $3 a month. Any bit helps us with the costs of running the show and buying toilet paper.
And if you like it, enjoy it, etc., subscribe to our Twitch channel. And if you subscribe as an Amazon member, you don't have to pay anything, but we get a little bit of something. Otherwise, if you don't want to subscribe, just follow us, and you'll know when we're streaming live, because there's a notification and all that sort of thing. Twitch.com/ArcadeRadio or ArcadeRadio.live.
Nice. If you like what you're hearing, consider dropping a 5-star review.
That's
Nothing
5.
lesser than 5 stars. 5. I'll fill them all up on Anchor, iTunes, Spotify, but mostly iTunes, guys, or wherever you consume our podcasts.
All right, that's going to be it for tonight's show from the Arcade Radio team. We hope you had a blast. Stick around for the after party. Voices FYC's got that link in the chat, and we'll see you the next episode. Take care and have a good night.
Whoop, whoop. Badass.
I love this song. Screw you, YouTube! We should write lyrics. I'm thinking of doing a whole episode where it's just DJ party night.
All right.
We'll just pick up and I'll do all the songs that I've ever done for the show and then songs I've done not for the show.
Yeah, I'll give you some of my bad ones as well.
That'd be great. I heard this is the best part.